Moses, Metatron, Melchizedek, Mohammed, and Kuan Yin. I ask that we be cleared, centered, aligned, balanced, and grounded, and that whatever comes in for each of us comes in for our highest good. Also ask to be a clear channel of light for Metatron and his healing angel, so that we each receive the highest vibrations of light possible. Also ask for the assistance of the great rays, the lords and masters of the rays, and the archangels of the rays. I ask all of this in the name of Jesus the Christ and in the name of I am. And this time we are going to start with the crown. And we watch our crown open up into the 1,000-petal lotus. And as we open our crown and see all the points of the crown, we stop at the point called benevolence. And we ask collectively that our Reiki share be extended to all the hot spots of the world, whether it's a place that was riddled by hurricanes, by tropical storms, by typhoons, by earthquakes, by forest fires, by war. We ask that our collective energies embrace the hot spots of the earth, as well as ourselves. And we infuse every single point in our crown with God's energy, which is Reiki energy. And we witness the white gold energy of universal life force swirl through all the points in our crown. And we extend every single point to places on the earth that are so in desperate need right now. All the hot spots of the earth. And all the people that are living there, that are in such desperate need. And we bring that energy and swirl it through our crown as it reinforces who we are. This is God's energy flowing through us, but as little pieces of God, it is us reinforcing our own energy. And we move down to the third eye. And in the third eye, we send special love to the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, and our physical eyes. Our physical eyes lead us through our life, lead us through where we go, and give us the visual representation of what our world looks like. And we ask for peace and harmony to be brought to the areas where nothing but chaos exists, where it is grief and discordance and upset. We bring the gentle qualities of peace and harmony. And if there is chaos in our own life, it doesn't matter what the reason, we ask that the gentleness of love and harmony and peace and calmness extend into every facet of our life, whether it's social, whether it's economic, whether it's family or work related, whatever it is, we ask for peace and harmony to prevail. And we move into our throat chakra. We move to the place of our esophagus. And we ask that our throat chakra harmonize with our life purpose and harmonize with those around us who we claim we love or who claim they love us. Those around us that we have to work with or live with or work for. And we take this beautiful Reiki energy, this glowing light, white gold light of God, into our thyroid, our parathyroid, our esophagus, our mouth, our tongue, our jaws, our teeth, and all the surrounding skeletal and muscular system. And we take that brilliant white gold light and surround our ears, our nose, our throat. And we move into our heart, into the circulatory system. We can live without many things, but we cannot live without a heart. And appropriately, our heart is in the center of our body, of our torso, protected by our ribs. And along with the heart are its veins, its arteries, the aorta, the capillaries, and the smallest vessels that circulate the blood to every part of our body. And we ask that our hearts be strong and be gentle and be there to help us weather whatever storm comes our way. And we ask that our hearts extend to encapsulate everyone here, everyone that we cherish, everyone on earth that needs it, and Mother Earth, for she is also being battered in so many ways. And in the same place that our heart resides, we also have our lungs, our respiratory system. And so we send our Reiki energy to the lungs, to the bronchial tubes, to the bronchioli, to the trachea, to the smallest facets of our respiratory system that delivers the life giving oxygen that we need to survive. And we also send Reiki energy to the respiratory system of Mother Earth, to her trees and her plants. They are the ones who take in the CO2 that we give out, and they, in return, give us the oxygen that we need to survive as a species. And we send our Reiki energy to the places on Mother Earth where the lungs are being threatened, the places that are so essential to continuing life on Earth, the rainforest. And where the rainforests are being burned or the trees are being knocked down in order to have fields of grass in order for cattle to graze. We ask that the Reiki energy enlighten those people engaged in the activities that are so harmful to the lungs of Mother Earth and harmful to us as a species. The soil underneath the rainforest is not suitable for grassland, is not suitable for anything except for the roots of the trees that are planted there, that grow there. And as we reflect on the health of our own lungs, we also send Reiki energy to those who are struggling to quit smoking or those whose lungs are being threatened right now, whether it's from a chemical spill or whether it's from the smoke that's in the atmosphere from burning trees, or the smoke from the pollution of factories. We ask the Reiki, the gold white light of Reiki energy of God, to effectively clear those areas. And if we have issues with our lung or with our heart, we ask for healing of the same. And now we move into the solar plexus, the digestive system, and the elimination system. With digestion, we move into the stomach and ask for healing to come in to that which we feel we cannot stomach, and healing for our large and small intestine. And in that same area, we have our elimination system, our kidneys, our ureters, our colon. But we also have a system that is so important in our lives because it is the system that processes anger. Our kidneys, our adrenals, our bile duct, our liver, our spleen, and this system moves through us every single thing that our emotions process as being detrimental to us. So we ask for the white gold light of God to swirl through every one of these organs and continue to clear, balance, align us with the harmony and balance of God. And we ask that if we are holding on to any angry issues that may have originated yesterday, or 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, it doesn't matter. If you're holding on to it, you're holding on to it. It still can harm you. So we ask that the white gold light of God move out any issues centered around anger and all its minions: bitterness, rage, resentment, distrust, lack of harmony, to all have that move out of us. And we also ask for the same to apply to the hot spots of the world, the portions of the earth that are involved in wars, whether it's the propagation of one man's greed or an ancient anger that is unwilling to release. It doesn't matter what the root cause is. We ask the white light of God to enter into the minds of all those people that are involved in destroying this beautiful planet for their own isolated benefit. And now we move into the sacral and look at our reproductive organs, the urethra, the bladder, and ask that everything related to birthing, whether it is a human, a great idea, a new home for yourself, a new project, whatever and however that shows up, The second chakra is its place of gestation, its place where it comes to fruition. And we ask that in place of the ancient hatreds that seem to fuel the continuing wars, whether they're in the continent of Africa, whether they're in Middle East, whether they're in the Far East, what wherever people are being suppressed, especially if they're being suppressed with a lie, we ask the white gold light of the Christ consciousness, the white light of God, the gold light of the Christ consciousness, to come in and harmonize, align, and balance, and clear the old energies out and bring the new energies in. And we ask for the same for ourselves. Whatever it is that you think you can do, you can. If the thought is given to you by God, God will also help you see it through fruition. Whatever that new creative idea ends up being. And now we move into the root and we see the strength of our root stabilize and grow. And we see the root as our foundation. The root supports our skeletal system, our bones, our blood, our cranium, our skin. Supports how we present ourselves to the world. And we ask for the complete harmony of our root with our life purpose, with what it is that we came here to do, even though it might seem so far-fetched to us and so remote from what we are capable of. In our root, we ask also to trust that God will allow us and pull us through that which we are being asked to do. Our service to spirit, our service to humanity. And as we see our root being strengthened and emboldened and energized, we also take the energy of Reiki and we send it down through our feet into the center of the earth. And we go to the center of the earth and we scoop up Mother Earth's energy. And just like the sign of the infinity, we bring it back up, cross it in our heart, and take it up to the central sun where God lives, and bring that Reiki energy back down through us. And we finish our meditation with the figure of the Taurus, this gigantic energy field that surrounds us. We stand in the middle of what looks like a donut as the energy shoots up outside of us at least 12 feet, bends and comes down the side of us at least 12 feet below our feet, turns and comes back up through us. The Taurus is an energy field that is 360 degrees around us, and it has this ability to strengthen our resolve to do that which we have been called to do. And we bring the Taurus, beautiful image of that gold light. And we just see it circulating, circulating, and circulating. There are many facets to our energy flow. This is just one of them. And we bring our hands together to our heart in the prayer position. And we thank the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the Reiki masters, all the beings in spirit, including our ancestors, that may have helped us through this Reiki share. And we thank them, we thank God the Almighty, and we thank our higher self for encouraging us to participate in this. Take the time out to give this special kind of love to ourselves. And we thank ourselves and we thank each other for being here because it's the group energy that makes it so strong and so special. Namaste. And very gently open your eyes and come back into the room, and let's get some feedback. I'm going to start with Robin, since she's to the left of me. She always seems to be to the left of me. Robin, I love it.
So for me, I found the most expansion of energy when you connected lungs with the trees. And I'm sitting in a place where there's trees out this window and trees out this window. And I was holding my hands like this on my knees, and I just felt my hands get wider and wider. Well, I just felt like I love that connection of the idea of the earth breathing and us breathing. I thought that was really, really, really wonderful.
Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Andrea.
Yes, for me, I think the throat chakra was the most powerful for me. You know, focusing on being able to speak my truth, and also I also had a vision of the Blessed Mother when you were talking about hotspots in war-torn areas, and especially regarding war in the Ukraine, and so I think that was very meaningful to me. So
Wonderful. Thank you.
yeah, sure,
Really appreciate that. Okay.
sure.
Charlene. And everybody has to unmute themselves when you talk.
Yes, mine was really powerful in the crown chakra. And actually, I was thinking of the children that were homeless because they're so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I was bringing healings to their hearts also.
Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And Joyce.
I was really wound up, and so I just really simmered down, and it just made me feel really good just to send out energy everywhere. So that was really nice. Thank you.
Super. Thank you. Judy, I know you're in the background.
Hi, thank you. Alice, that was beautiful. Just exactly what I felt I really needed today. Just being in such a flow of divine energy, just breathing in the energy, breathing out the energy, and some things bubbled up from my own emotion or personal life, and it just really let go and dissipated. And then the focus would just be on sending that kind of a healing release to others, to the planet, just that taking in and that letting go, kind of observing, not attaching, just letting it go, knowing that whatever was coming up that needed to be released was, and just being in prayer and thought and mindfulness of anybody else that was bringing up anything, to just let it go back to earth or out to the universe to be transformed into something beautiful and positive, and just really the act of being present and in the moment. Just so much energy swirling, just like a big mixer almost of swirling, swirling, swirling. And in the end, that beautiful cake or whatever was going to be baked. I don't even know where that just came from. It was just so much swirling energy that I realized I was, going in circles and kind of breathing into everything on the planet and the universe through our bodies. It was just a beautiful connection. So thank you so, so much.
Oh, thank you. That's a lovely description. Julie.
Hi, Alice. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. It was so beautiful. I was kind of mesmerized by the light of God, and I know you said it was white and gold. Is that a clear color, or is it an actual like opaque white? Because it started for me as clear and then turned to like an opaque white with gold. But I just love the energy of peace that went through my whole body, and I could feel the pain that I had inside actually like in a smaller way in the war-torn areas. Like I could feel their pain, but that it could be cleared. So it was very powerful. The white light was very beautiful. So I wanted to say it felt like peace.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I see it as clear, but then the gold comes through it.
Yeah.
Because clear light, you just see through it, but it's just brilliant, but you see through it and everything. But the way you see it is the way you see it. So it's perfect in every way, in every respect. Thank you, Julie. And Liz.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you, everyone. I mean, that was beautiful. And it felt like it went by in a flash. When you started to bring us back, I looked at the clock and I couldn't believe the time had passed so quickly. I felt also a great sense of peace and a lot of energy moving. When you got to the solar, that really resonated with me about the impact that holding on to angers or resentments can have on your organs. And so it just like a switch was flipped of like, that's, even more reason to let go of your own overall health. And then I really do love when the healing is coupled with sending out energy to people that are affected in those prompts, because not only is I actually feel more energy than when I'm actually sending it to the chakra, my own individual chakra. So
Yeah, it's amazing. That's the power of the group. So, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, I think I covered everybody. And I will see you next week with Shar will be here, and I'll be able to participate, so I'm just very pleased. But
Thank you so much, Alice.
oh,
Yes, thank you, Alice.
you're so welcome. Just so happy to be here on Sunday. So, great way to start the week.
thank you, Alice. Thank you, everyone.
Have a great
Bye,
week,
everybody.
everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Blessings.